See, wait a minute. No.
Go in your bed. Go on. We're making a video. Go on.
Oh gosh.
Go lay down. We're making a video. Good morning, everyone. Matt and Maria, Nomadic Native, back with you. Thanks for tuning in. So the honeymoon is over with the Nature's Head composting toilet. In this video, we're going to tell you what we think about it after having used it for an extended period of time. For our longtime subscribers, will know our experience level with the Nature's Head. But for those of you who are just stopping by for this video, we'll tell you our experience level. We've only ever owned 2 RVs.
Our first one was a Sightseer, a 2004 Sightseer. What is it? 35N.
35N that we bought in 2013. That's a 35-foot long Class A, and we traded that in July of 2016 for the 38-foot long 2017 Winnebago Forza 36G Class A diesel pusher. We installed Nature's Heads in both RVs, so we've had one for an extended period of time, and yeah, we've dumped it a lot. We've got some experience with it, okay? So that's our experience level. Yep. Now you might ask yourself, why a composting toilet to begin with? All right, yep. Well, there are some environmental benefits to having a composting toilet. I mean, saving water and all that stuff that you can read about on the Nature's Head website, I guess.
Right.
But the reason
the reason we went with a composting toilet is because we like to boondock. We like to live off grid.
Yeah.
And all the places it's like 14-day extended time. So we want to be there as long as we can before we have to go and dump.
Right. So having the composting toilet means we don't need a black tank. So that allows us to combine both the gray and the black tank into one big gray tank, thus extending our time without having to go to a dump station or go into town to dump. It allows us to meet the 14-day stay limit on BLM land and Corps of Engineer campgrounds where we like to stay without having to break camp and go to a dump station or go into town to dump or whatever we have to do. We like to pull in there and find our spot and stay there for the full 14 days and dump when we leave. It's much more convenient that way and much less of a headache. So when it gets right down to it, that's why we have a composting toilet. The environmental benefits that come with having a composting toilet
That's just a plus.
That's just a plus for us. Yeah, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Okay, why a Nature's Head specifically? I guess that's because of the research that I was doing before we put one in the Sightseer.
Right, you did a lot of research on them.
I would, like most everybody else, I came to YouTube and I started watching videos and and the one that popped up, with the big name RV and YouTube channels was mostly about the Nature's Head. So that's where I learned about it, and after Maria looked at it online as well and saw what it looked like and that kind of thing.
It looks like a real toilet.
Yeah, that's something she liked about it.
Closer to.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a space-age toilet, you might say. But it does, resemble and function pretty much like a household toilet, you might say, in its use, how it feels and how it works, I guess. It's different but the same, so to speak. So that's why we went with the Nature's Head to begin with. The reason we stuck with it and put it into the new RV is, I suppose, mostly out of familiarity.
Yeah. And
because it had proven itself, in the Sightseer.
Yeah. We never had a problem, so we went with the same thing. So.
Yeah. So we just went with the same one. There are others out there. And, we looked at all those before we went with the Nature's Head the first time, and we chose the Nature's Head, and it works for us. It proved itself when we had it in the Sightseer, so we just stuck with it.
Right.
The next thing that we'll talk about, how often do we dump it? How often do we dump the composting bin? Well, and the urine jugs. Well, the urine jugs get dumped every day. Now the composting bin if you look at the Nature's Head website, I believe the way they put it is for 2 people, it will last 3 to 4 weeks or 60 to 80 deposits.
Who counts?
Yeah, I don't think anybody's out there counting deposits. Okay.
Yeah, we have gone up to about 30 days and didn't have any problem at all.
Yeah, we didn't have any problem at all. But I do the dumping of the composting bin, and it's no big deal. And as a matter of habit, I dump it every 10 to 14 days.
Right.
Usually when we're leaving a campground or we're leaving BLM, we're going to have to stop by and dump trash somewhere anyway. So I'll go ahead and dump it and put new peat moss in it then, so that we can throw it away when we throw the trash away. And it's just into a big bag, and just throw it in the dumpster. Let's see, like I said, every 10 to 14 days.
Right.
That's how often I dump it. I guess the last question we need to answer in this After the Honeymoon video is, would we do it again? Would we install a composting toilet again, knowing what we know now, having the experience that we have with it? Did we make a mistake? Would we do it again? Absolutely, we would do it again.
We would.
And again, that's not because we prefer having a composting toilet over a regular RV toilet or whatever. That is,
yeah.
It's just a simple fact of we like to boondock.
Living off grid, and
we like to be at Corps of Engineer parks.
Mm-hmm.
And in both regards, there's 14-day stay limits. And we don't like to break camp and have to go dump and then come back and set camp up again. We want to be able to stay in one spot for that 14 days and not move the coach.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
we
would definitely do it again.
We would.
So,
but we don't have to worry about it because we're not getting rid of old Java.
No, we're going to be keeping our coach. We're not, until we're ready for that four-wheel drive show hauler we saw in Tampa.
Yeah.
Or the four-wheel drive Bimobile EX480. The Overland four-wheel drive RV. Until we're ready for that, yeah. We will be keeping Java.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's about it for this video, guys. If you haven't subscribed, we invite you to subscribe and follow along. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks again for watching the video. We'll see you soon.